Hey guys, I'm live. Just want to do some bed around here. Um, I'm studying a little bit about quantum computers, a little bit, and superconductors, and there's in Bloch spheres. There's a thing called a Bloch sphere. Um, it's a sphere as it sounds, and it has to do with uh, superpositions of um, of electrons. Let's say electrons can spin one way and that's or the other way, um, and one way could be off and one way could be on, or vice versa. But then there's a thing called a superposition where it can be both on and off at the same time. And the Bloch sphere has a z line going up and down, and if the z and one up is positive spin, one up, the other one is negative spin, or the other way around, it just doesn't matter what you can, well, each direction can be either one. And if the angle theta lines right up with the axis, then it's only one or the other. There's no superposition. But if the theta is in the middle, pi over 2, which is 90 degrees, then there's superposition involved, like being on and off at the same time. I guess if it's in pi over 2, it's equally on and off, equally on and equally off. Like, is a light on or off? It's spinning equally in both. It can be spinning in both directions at the same time. Like, it's like saying the door is on and the door is open and it's shut, but I can't tell you which. It's both. And then there's another angle called theta along that line, the angle going the other direction. It shows something else I'm not really sure about. What would that be? I'm not really sure. But it leads to where the theory leads to the idea that electrons can become entangled with each other by being in close proximity to each other, which literally means you can tell something about one of them. You can tell something about the other one just by looking at data about the one. In other words, they are literally entangled. If I know something about particle 1, I know something automatically about particle 2 because they've been close enough and in position to affect each other. Like, let's say, repel each other. Two electrons get together too close and they repel each other. That entangles them already because they've interacted. And once they've interacted, if you know something about one of them, you know something about the other one, which is remote knowledge. Remote meaning knowledge about something when you're not in the same proximity as that thing. It'd be like, that's like mind reading, or it's like, let's say two people in a different room and I say, what, someone says, what color card are they holding up? And I say red, and I'm right. It's very much like intuition. Like, you get entangled with someone or the universe, and you sense things. You get information about something that you're not that you shouldn't be able to know, but you do because it's entanglement. And that's very similar to what intuition is. At a human level, if you get close to someone, you can already size them up, and you can get a vibe about them, or you can feel something about them just by feeling something in yourself, which means you're entangled, which means you can know, you can sense things about somebody. And computers use this too. Computers get close to each other, which entangles them and allows them to speak to each other like humans. And I'm not, I'm just learning this stuff. But what's interesting about what happened with COVID is that, according to the rules of COVID, you had to stay at least 6 feet apart from any person to so-called be safe from the virus. And interestingly enough, they drew a triangle, like 3 people each apart by 6 feet, and that could be considered 666, like the number of the beast, like my birthday, 12666. It's a triangle of 6 each. 3 people, the 3 people standing each 6 feet from each other, making a triangle that could be 666. Well, what's interesting about 6 feet, and why did they choose that? Why did they really choose that? Does it really have to do with the virus or something else? I believe that 6 feet is the amount of space you have to be 6 feet. You have to be closer than 6 feet from someone, or maybe it's 6 feet or closer. to be able to entangle with them. In other words, if you keep people all 6 feet apart or more, they can't entangle with each other. You can't get a vibe from somebody or anybody because you're always 6 feet away from everybody. And they wanted that for some reason. They wanted us not to be together. They wanted to separate us like they did with 9/11, with that false fake bombing. They wanted us so scared of each other that we'd turn to the government for protection and hope and security, which is the government caused that bombing because they wanted us to go to them for comfort, security, and whatever that, they wanted that. It's called event reaction solution. They create the event, we react, they give us a solution. The solution was the Patriot Act. Well, now we have spies everywhere and everybody's a spy. I'm spied on and I'm a spy, and so is everybody else. And with COVID, it was, well, I'm now 6 feet apart or more from everyone, so I'm all by myself because I can't quantum entangle with anyone. And once they got us to get used to that for long enough, they thought it would make a difference. They lifted the ban, so now we can legally be within 6 feet of each other, but we don't feel like it because we were used to not doing that, so we still don't quantum entangle. It's like being raised, not R-A-Z-E, but R-A-I-S-E. They raise you with so many doctrines that you're taught before you even care or are intelligent enough or old enough to even understand or fight it or even ask the question. And by the time we're 18, they've got us indoctrinated. Well, it didn't work with me completely, but I'm a special case, but whatever. But with most people, by the time they're 18, which is when they call the people are adult, that's how long it takes to, 18 is 6 times 6 times 6, plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, by the way. Let's triangle. 6 and 6 and 6 make 18. Once we're 18, we're indoctrinated. We believe in America, we believe in God, and we believe in morals, and we believe in all this crap that they just made us believe before we even cared, or before we were old enough to decide for ourselves, or even challenge the information, or block it, or have a say in it. They want us going to church before we're 3. They want us going to school before we're 5, and they want us indoctrinated so that they control us. And we become neutralized by our willlessness and our ignorance and our stupidity. Love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.